Hi and welcome. My name is Katrina and this is our Vampire the Masquerade stream, The Interludes, scenes that take place between the end of season 2 and the start of season 3. As you dear viewers probably know by now, we're doing an interlude in the interludes. We are focusing in on a story called The Guest. And on that note, I'm going to let my players introduce themselves as well as their characters.
Hi, I'm Ty. I'm playing Christopher Masters, 10th generation true, and the one true ruler of the city as a prince. Bow before me!
Are you done?
Oh yeah.
Marianne plays won your prize. It's because
You did so well last time!
I know. It's because I have those damn places. Okay, but not the P. Siobhan. It's 10th generation Toyota. Yes, and Primogen.
All right.
And awesome.
It's awesome. Yeah, it's important to be awesome. Don't be an ass, be awesome. On that note, I'm going to just kickstart this evening's episode. And it's going to be a new night. What do you know? We're actually playing night tonight. We're not playing a night that lasts for like 5 sessions.
Well, do we have...
Jack.
Well, god damn it, I rolled the exact same fucking thing I did last time.
I'm a little hungry.
Hungry. Oh, snack pack,
Yes.
motherfuckers.
How do I do this again? No.
I think it's actually not going to be too long until the second
If I
dot
dare.
on square on my hunger character sheet is going to be warmed straight through.
No, I need to give Eve some love. She's been craving it, not me.
Yeah, she's been jello.
For her own good.
I'm gonna do like a little camera pan back and forward, a little cinematic mode, as you both like split screen, wake in your different abodes, getting ready for the evening. Chris is, I think he's elevated and a little bit excited because he has a meeting.
Oh yeah. Gets up, normal morning ritual, but he puts on some music actually, and he's waking up in the bunker of the Master's estate. And actually rock music.
Playing his music, getting into it.
Yeah.
Shiv, on the other hand, as well, is the same routine. Music is being played, beautiful music. Eve has different assortments of attire for her to be dressed in. This time you're just going to explain what's your attire?
But I don't think I'm going to get dressed or even get out of bed in the beginning.
Oh, you're that hungry?
Yeah, I am.
We're not doing it. Oh, well, then. Eve is being invited into.
Yeah, I
a
think
more
if
intimate-
she's like knocking on the door, I'm just going to. Well, I don't know if she's just knocking on the door, or if she's entering.
Oh, she always
Okay.
knocks.
Boring. Okay, but yeah, I'll just invite her in. Do you want to play it out, or if not, then
If you want to, if not, it's more that you've done this before, and she eagerly awaits her mistress' attention, and she gives it up willingly because she's a ghoul and she has no choice because they're slaves.
not rapey at all.
And that's how it is. Not rapey, a little bit. Not at all. We're good vampires. No, we're not. After that, well, of course, Eve is blissfully happy. You have fed away the worst part of your needs. But feeding on Eve is not really giving you what you want.
It's rare that I is satisfied these days.
And then also because it's not a hunt.
No.
It's too easy, and the beast almost yawns at you and feels it, almost laughs like how pathetic it is. Could have been better. Are we left to be this? Like fat little hamsters in a cage. You feel the beast taunts you.
She's so rude.
Where's the risk?
No. Well, I'm thinking of a certain place I might want to venture later on.
Mm-hmm. Well, Chris is excited, elevated. He has a meeting.
Yeah.
Shiv, on the other hand, I'm gonna just say, Eve also, after she gets dressed, there's a note for you.
Okay, I'll just walk over and open it and read it.
It's basically, could you please accompany me to... Because you have given the address, have you not, Christopher?
98 Salem.
At a certain time.
Do I know that address? Do I know the connection to that guy?
Well, you know it's a restaurant, and you've probably eaten there back when we were
Posh.
alive, and it's fairly posh,
Mm.
and you know it's like you can throw a stone from it essentially and hit Chris's place more or less. It's not the closest one to Chris. It's one closer, but it's extremely close. Yeah.
I'll just like read it, smile to myself, hold it up. Did it say any time? Specific time?
Half an hour after they meet, and also bring gifts. The gifts. Bring gifts. Bring the gifts.
Bring the gifts to that place? I think not.
She thinks not.
I think
No.
not.
Shut up! Shut up with your gift bringing shenanigans.
Oh, but does it say that in the note?
Yeah.
I don't really feel
This is gonna
like
end with
moving
Shiv
the
being dropped
gifts
into the
out
volcano, isn't it?
into a random restaurant. So I'm not going to do that, but I will meet her in the reception, and I'll just like pick up the phone and ask Adnan to let her know.
Callisto. Oh, she's not there.
No, I'm not calling her either. I'm asking Adnan to leave a note or let her know.
Oh, okay. Well, then we're just gonna jump into Chris. Steamed, ready for you, laid out,
Yeah.
perfect socks, shoes, the whole 9 yards.
Probably a dark blue. Yeah, put it all on, get it all ready. Then stop by a florist on the way to the restaurant.
Is JJ driving you?
Oh yes, if they can drive, that would be excellent. I would much appreciate if she hasn't got anything more important to do this evening.
You are her business. That's her job. It's like, that's her job.
Yeah, no, she can drive. Yeah, that would be much appreciated.
In a sense, she is your bodyguard, your enforcer, your everything. She prefers to be where you are.
I know, which he appreciates, and he feels safe, but he also sometimes feels like, Mom, I need some time to myself. But she can wait in the car.
Of course you can.
Let's stop by the florist on the way, please.
Of course.
He's wearing, so like I said, not a vest, but just a two-piece, dark blue suit with a white, with a little darker white shirt, with like hints of grey in it. The shoes, the dark brown Oxfords, and a handkerchief for the pocket.
The beast is excited. The beast is... You can almost feel like he's walking around. He's not laughing hysterically, but you hear like... Not even a sound, it's more of a murmuring, like a pulse from him. Like he's constantly looking at the back of you. Like you can feel him at the back of your skull. It's like almost like he's waiting in anticipation. You're excited and you're dreading. Almost like he's waiting to do something.
Down, boy, down. And stop at a florist, and he asks for 2 dozens of long-stemmed lavender roses, or lavender-colored roses. And he subtly uses his powers of manipulation to make sure that there's 1 thorn left on the stem, which is and it's covered with a clothing paper.
No, you dirty dog. Indeed. you get to said restaurant. You have, of course, there's one left, which is the maitre d'.
Ah,
What
good
can I
evening.
do for you, sir?
Well, I think we'll settle this table over there. I'll be having a guest who will be arriving, well, in 10 minutes' time. I'm not certain if said person is that hungry, but of course having a menu ready for if it's need be. And let's have a bottle of wine as well for her in case she'll care to indulge. I believe we'll go with 1967 Borgogno Barolo.
Perfect, sir. Did you? It's both. It's Castor and Callisto.
Yeah, he sent the invitation. Like I think he also assumes that, like Shiv did, that the relationship them two is a little more master and servant than she.
But it was only
claimed.
to Callisto, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just to make sure that he doesn't pop up. But
No.
just for-
Like she talked about, because she mentioned, it was when she mentioned the Kita business, so that's what made it interesting.
Oh, this is.
And
so
also
cool.
he's
I'm
like he's
so
no
into
interested in talking to him anyway. I mean,
Yeah. The camera is almost going to pan down to the door, to the table, as he sits there with his very like hard now glass-like nails, as vampires do, tapping the white tablecloth, almost like wiping it, like imaginary creases, tapping it, almost like feeling a pulse you don't have.
instead of the beating of the pulse, it's the tapping of the fingers, and what would be his pulse rhythm if he had a pulse?
You smell her even before the door opens. She walks in, and it's the deepest wine, the freshest cut of meat. It is grass. It is a cool glass of water when you're parched. It is everything and all. She's wearing a short white, like over the shoulder blouse, no bra, because the girl rocks like that. Necklaces, again, one of them really deep burgundy, blue, purpley skirts, and she just glides in.
Of course,
Like walking
stands up.
for her is flying. She walks with such an ease.
Of course, he gets up and greets her. Callisto, I'm so glad you could make it. I felt that I could not do a proper meet and greet last time we met. It was a bit impromptu, so I'm most glad that you accepted the decision. And I felt as if one should bring a little gift to such a lovely lady. And he gives her the flowers.
She grabs it and she goes, "Ooh,
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have the hide of that florist." And he takes his handkerchief off and holds it under the thumb and waits till it's for a little while. Give it a drop.
compulsion."
Yep. No. You mean composure, not compulsion,
Yeah.
because compulsion is what he's
compulsion.
doing. Because he's rather busy with that. You're thinking more about keeping
I know
his
he's
composure.
following a compulsion. He needs to do a composure.
And one again. No, I'm not gonna fail. 4 successes. So he manages, but it's
You feel the creak of the neck.
and then that's better. And he puts his back in his pocket. Please sit.
Thank you.
And he, of course, pulls the chair out for her and puts it in her hand.
Like her hair just smells like, it's just like if you could just like, almost like you get like a violent sensation. It's just almost ripping it out of his skull, but then you think that's vulgar. But for a minute you just wanted to rip at it so hard.
Should have brought a little straight razor and just had a little. Well, next time. May I offer you anything? Are you hungry?
Please, the wine.
Of course. Yeah, it's a Borgogno 1967 Barolo, and he pours a glass for probably decanted. It's probably been decanted, and so pours from decanter. But as you know, 67 was said to be an excellent year, a classic year.
When she drinks, again, it feels like time slows down, and it's a very like a typical vampire movie as the camera focuses in on her lips as she takes a taste of the wine and the spices and the body of the wine. And the only thing the vampire can think is like, if I just drank you now as you drank that, what would you taste on my palate? It is that vampiric.
Sink teeth into her
bestially.
neck as she's drinking one. He has put a little lid for himself in the glass as well, and to distract himself for that, he
But
sniffs
it's
the
almost like
green
you
wine.
can feel your knuckles like hold on
Oh
to
yeah,
the
oh yeah.
table.
He's got one hand under the table, which is that is crushing his knee, like he's digging his nails in almost into it. Oh, I hope it was satisfactory.
Beautiful. She puts it down and like the was beautiful.
Ah, good to hear. Well, I must say I was most intrigued by something you said when we met last time. Something that proved indeed that you are, as you said, a seer. One, as a master said, because that's actually his master. It was Chris Custer that said it, wasn't it? She was a seer, yeah. As Custer said that you are a seer, gifted seer.
This is true.
Because there are some certain, what should we say, visitor one would like to extricate from one's life from beyond. And any
You see,
help
she reaches over her hand and the clinging of the bracelets.
He leans in as well, both hands. Carefully, like holding his fingers across his hand, like the mouth like that, so that if his teeth should glide out, they'll be hidden behind.
But she reaches out like, please give me your hand. May I call you Christopher?
Of course, my dear. Please.
It pleases the beast.
And he feels suddenly like he's 12 years old again, and
I'm sad for you. I'm sad for her.
Indeed, such a fate.
Yes, you are indeed cursed with another Christopher.
Indeed, yes.
I understand you want rid of her, as she doesn't want to stay here either.
He
Of course
deserves
she doesn't.
rest.
She's in pain, Christopher, so much pain. She holds on and you can feel the heat of her hand and it's almost it's so intimate, almost unbearable.
Like
and then
burning.
she lets go of the pressure in the moment where you're like, you gotta stop doing that. And then she lets go of the pressure.
Just want to rip everything off the table and just jump across and just
completely.
have his ways.
Yes. She will not leave until her task is finished, Christopher.
I fear that indeed.
But her finish, you see, she's confused. They all are when they are stuck in the darkness. She thinks her conclusion is the torture and the pain and the depravity she feels because she's in the dark place.
She fell victim to something very foul that had plagued this city at that time.
I have the capability to help you, Christopher.
I do. I would
can
appreciate
help
it.
you to release you from this agony.
Nothing would bring me greater joy than that, my dear.
It's not without cost, as nothing is.
Such is life. Quid pro quo, Callisto. Quid pro quo.
I need to understand the level of her corruption. I need to do a seance with you. I need to call her forth.
I should warn you that might be exceedingly dangerous. It's not just a restless spirit. There is something more there. And I would hate to think that I could possibly put you at risk. That would be far too great a burden. And
She plays with her, and she actually gets up and drinks some wine and moves around to your side, looks around the restaurant. You know what clan my partner, Philip, is, don't you, Christopher?
I have been told, and I have heard, what shall we say, the rumors of that particular clan's abilities, yes.
He understands the void, where all the wraiths are tethered to in the end.
And he gets up and turns towards her and like takes a step to make sure that there's like very little physical space between them.
Mm-hmm.
But my dear, I do believe that this particular spirit is tethered to something more than just that particular void.
You can feel like then she leans her hand on your chest, and that is just it startles the beast.
For a moment, it felt like, almost like if I had a heart, it would have beaten like like the wings of a hummingbird.
She's tethered to you. You are part of the solution as you are part of her destruction.
She wrongfully blamed me for the loss of her family, you might say.
She takes the hand off your heart area and she cups your face, and that feels almost like you want to lean in.
Almost like you want to...
Yep.
Yep.
You don't understand, Christopher. You have to forgive yourself. You were part of her destruction. Don't lie to me.
There are things one cannot be forgiven for.
Oh, you can be forgiven for anything. I've recently told someone that this state you're in is a passing state. And this state is just for now. What you are will continue, change form. Your
Indeed.
job in this state, Christopher, is to learn and evolve the spirit within. Forgiveness of self is one of the highest forms of learning. She almost like she's very close to almost to your lips as she does, and that is, I want composure.
Get rid of those bloody roast dice first, so I don't end up rolling one of those again. Only 3 successes. It's getting harder. He like brings his hands up and cups her, like pushes her hair away from her
it's
legs.
very hard to let because it's so intimate now. It's so intimate.
Well, you speak interesting words, my dear, but I seem aware I do not follow the fate that you follow. I am afraid that there are mortal sins, and we are beyond the grace of God. That is the curse of Cain.
Don't you think the all-knowing, the one true light, wishes for us all, in whatever state we are in, to transcend? You are just like a certain someone walking in the desert. You might choose the easy way out, the one with the serpents and the apples. She drinks, turns her back. You can feel the scent of her hair, she does. Or you can choose the more difficult path. Are you weak as she turns? Or are you strong, Christopher? I have a ritual that can ensure that the wraith that haunts you forgets the encounter, so we can know more. to untether her from you, to rid you of all the anchors. It is a costly affair. Blood will be spilled. And Christopher, she goes really close again. We need access to the source of her becoming. We need the pit.
I will. And he stretches out his hands and cups like. I will think about it and see if I can find a way. But I cannot make any promises, I'm afraid. Some things, I'm afraid, is even beyond the immediate control of even the prince of the city.
That sounds like a man that thinks he's shackled by other people's doings. Are you not more?
My dear, it's not other people that is the problem here.
On that note, Shiv, you arrive at set time.
In a blood red silk flowy dress, meeting in the middle, going up and then down to whatever skirt that is. No back whatsoever.
Chris is gonna be confused now.
Hair up.
Very, very.
Sure, there's nothing Italian in you, Shiv? Not a tiny bit?
They are very in an intimate lock to dance. It's almost, not that you feel jealousy, but what the fuck is that?
And I kind of feel like she is playing. She's lubing us up.
And aiming for penetration.
And no. Yeah, no, I find it, I know you're saying I'm jealous, but can I also find it very entertaining and like clever
Oh,
girl?
it doesn't need to be jealous, but it's like, it's a hint of it because it's like, you know her, like how enticing she can be.
But yeah. It kind of
Chris will
makes
let you
me
visit her
like
once.
her more.
Well, the beast inside
Yeah.
likes her a lot. She thinks this is like the funnest thing ever. What more can we, like, not fuck up, but can we make shit dangerous? This is the beast inside. You say, yes, we like her. We like her. Keep her.
And I'm looking at Chris, and I'm just seeing that glare that I know I've seen in him before.
Do I notice her at all?
No, the thing is, well, you can almost like want to, because you're a beast. You see someone's coming in, but you see Callisto just stares at you very warmly, and you just want to linger in that. Like she doesn't care if someone comes in. She doesn't care if someone walks in on something intimate. Like,
am I
she has this
interrupting
bravado.
anything? And then I answer. Well, I answer and then I say that. Sorry.
She lets go of him very, Miss Price. And she walks
Dearest
over.
Aria.
And she embraces you.
I look at her and I just hold her hair and stroke her cheek. And I look at Chris. It's good.
Your beast does not like
Good.
that.
Oh, no.
I'm just saying that to Chris. Your beast does not like it. He does not like it. He does not like it.
Seeing you again.
You look amazing.
Like if...
And I do admit that I didn't want to leave you earlier. And I say this very loudly. It was such a nice moment. I did enjoy it. And if, well, you're always welcomed. You know that.
Oh. We should do it again, Miss Price.
Yes, I think we should.
What does the beast say?
Let's just say I got one success on resolve composure roll. So if Ice could stake.
Oh, well, you get a little bit like, what are you doing here? This is private. Almost like you wanna not go full on angry, but it's like, this was a private moment. Damn it!
And I'll hold her hand, and then I'll turn to Chris. Hi, dear. how marvelous that you've arranged all this for us. Oh, what nice flowers. Are those... Oh, of course it's for her.
There's
It's not
2
for
dozens
me,
of it.
is it?
Not your color, my dear.
And here I
Oh,
thought everything
I'm-
went for the beautiful ones. I thought all colours suited them.
But that's true enough.
That
Where are my
stinks,
manners? And he
Chris.
turns around, he gets a glass, and he pours her a glass of wine as well.
I'll just take it
Kelly,
and
and then he puts
put
it in
it-
and for the to the pleasant meeting of the
my
3 of
goodness.
us, and he gives a toast for the touch the glasses, salute, and then he let's take a little step back, and he holds the glass with his stem, and if Shiv can probably roll perception. With alertness.
I'm guessing
Awareness
you're
mean
so
awareness.
obvious that I don't have
With
to.
awareness.
I have 3 successes.
You probably hear the faint crackling of glass as it's like as the stem is broken and it's driven into his hand, and as he holds, but he's still like no. Yeah, I'm probably gonna. That, however, he managed to complete control of, but like balancing the top of his glass on top of his hand.
And then you see, Callista, please, I know, dearest Christopher, this feels like an interruption, but I did invite Miss Prime.
Indeed. He smiles to Calista, looks over to Shiv again, and
Yeah. It is necessary that we all understand the purpose. Please sit. Please
And
sit.
I've already
You
sit.
are yeah, you are both so important to the task.
he leans in, take the glass towards him, and discreetly take the top of it and places it on the floor, and rest in a potted plant.
And I'll just scoot my glass over to him. And I don't say anything, I just smile at him.
I understand I will ask a great deal of you. To complete my mission, which is to restore the great Nefer Amenhotep to his perfect state.
Out of curiosity, what is his role apart from being, well, your lover? I look at Chris when I'm saying that. And the great Ahmed. I'll say what you said. I'm sorry, Mary, I can't remember.
Nefer
Yeah.
Amenhotep.
Will he have any part in this arrangement? Or is he just on standby?
Of course. No, he sends me as his consort, as his trusted partner. He understands that if you are to believe him, and that you are willing to go to the lengths that we will ask of you, you need to understand our sincerity, and that you believe in me. That I can give you something that you want. He trusts me enough to be an advocate for our great mission. As true partners, he does not doubt my conviction or my loyalty to the cause. He does not need to keep me on a leash as a master, as you say.
It cannot be.
He trusts my decisions.
There are no higher form of love than that. The ones you trust. The ones who believe in.
Perfection. It's perfection in its imperfection.
And I look to Chris. I'm sorry, but you say dealings. What is it you are gaining from this, Christopher? What is she doing for you?
No, he hasn't told anything.
Ah, well, one might ask the same question of you, Shiv. What are you getting out of it? And Chris is probably a bit, actually manages to be a bit,
Mentally?
Yeah, it's
manages
like-
actually to be a tad intrigued that she doesn't answer straight away. Though he's still a bit, a lot distracted by the other one.
I guess I'm sorry if I'm putting you all in an awkward position that you need to.
I look at Chris, put my hand on her
Perhaps.
hand. It's okay, dear. We know that you only want, or I think you only want what's best for us, but even though we are close, we do not yet share all secrets.
I see you are a little bit divided. But there's great love between you. There's history between you. Your souls are, I'm going to say again, tethered to one another. You might buck and you might wean, but your destiny is linked. There will be not one without the other. I'm not a seer in the sense that I can see the end of your story, but I know this much. This threads between you two. And sometimes there's knots, and sometimes it's smoother, like silk thread. I believe I can give you something that you want. I have offered you both a ritual. The ritual is costly and demands great sacrifice, which I and my partner is willing to take on our hands to prove what we can do, what I can do. But I would prefer it not to be 2 rounds of it, if I can do 2 birds with 1 stone. It would be easier.
And it wouldn't meddle it, the purity of it, the concentration.
You will be separated, and there will be different. Well, we will wander between. How much you want to devote to one another, that is not up to me. It's important, though. This, Miss Price, that you do agree to trust one another, even if you keep your secrets. I'm going to leave you now, and when you are ready, and if you agree, you come to Mr. Castor in the Y, and he will explain more.
Back on Chris'
I
mind.
am but a humble servant. I am just a light tower, just a guide.
Back of Chris' mind, there's a little voice that's going, less talking, more drinking, more feeding.
Yeah. Christopher, you do actually, very different from Shiv. Shiv, you actually feel that she can give you something that you need. And she's being very, almost like transparently, something that you've been lacking. Everybody's speaking in riddles and tongues and blah, blah, blah. She's actually being direct, saying that I can help you. I can help you with this. I just need this.
And what Chris is
I'm doing it out of compassion.
But she
and love,
hasn't
and you
told me
believe
what she
her.
wants apart from blood or sacrifice. She hasn't told me exactly what.
No, but she hasn't been like saying this will be explained
Yeah,
if you come
exactly.
there.
And for Chris's matter, this should be the thing that he wants, the things that he has been working for a long time with Amber, his hopes and dreams. But the only thing he actually wants now, this
Is her.
yeah, it's everything else is
wants
just
her.
that's just like
It absolutely, yeah, it's I'm no, I know, and I was like, not that you don't dismiss Shiv.
no.
You understand what she
Oh,
says, like you love Shiv and everything. It's just a part of you saying it's like, but I want her. I don't know what I want her, but I just want her.
No, I just
It's as absolutely. It's not love. It's not like a building a
It's to
relationship shit. It's absolute
devour.
pure obsession. Devour. You don't need her to live until she's 20 or 10. You just want to consume the essence of her. It's like
Every
a
little
perfume.
bit.
The book or the movie. It's you want to consume.
Raw.
Please come to an agreement. And I will be there, waiting with Philip Castor. She bounces between saying the two different names. She walks over and she kisses Shiv's cheek very close to her mouth. You feel her eyelashes on your cheek.
I think I'll
as she-
stop
she-
her
your
and then
eyes
I'll
meet.
kiss her lips, actually.
Then you feel her eyelashes like flutter towards yours, and that just feels you've missed intimacy. You've missed intimacy like that. And she gives it, and it's beautiful. She goes over to Chris.
Stand up.
She kisses your cheek. She cups the face. And she's like, oh fuck, she's so close. It's so hard to maintain. You feel your jawline is just almost like your teeth are gonna explode because you're clunking it so hard down.
Till we meet again.
Discuss, Christopher. And she glides out of the restaurant, leaving you two.
How are you, Chris?
I have an unquiet mind.
I see that you found something you like. She's beautiful. Give you that.
Yes. Oh, yes, yes, of course. Very, very attractive.
Young.
That's...
Alive. But she's not yours. She's not mine. She's her own, I believe. Free spirit and all. And maybe
And the
that's
only
part
thing
of the
that-
allurement as well.
And the only thing that runs through Chris's mind at that moment, the one word, actually two words. For now.
Does he even get scared by his thoughts, or he's just?
Oh yeah, I think that right now is probably when she's left. There's things that died down a little bit. That thought and her on it's like still noticing pieces of glass in his hand.
Do you need help with that?
Oh, I'm sorry. Where are my manners, Shiv? I'm terribly sorry. And he sits down.
I didn't mean to.
He acts different
I
now.
didn't mean to break up the date.
No, but
I didn't actually know that it would be this intimate.
I think she knew more.
Oh, she knows what game she's playing. It is both amusing and a little... I do like what she's offering. But you know me, I never like to go into this thing without a little research, a little knowledge, an understanding of motivation. But in this case,
I don't
It's
think we
easy
should
to
rush into any
forget.
agreement with them. I don't think we should rush into any sort of agreement with them at all. I think we should take our due time, do our due diligence. After all, what they want is here in this city. They need us to get it. I see no point in acquiescence to their proposition this very night.
I don't even know what the proposition is except for sacrifice, which I'm fine with.
They want access.
Yeah, she said, I've done it all.
I should didn't say that, but
No.
Let me just say the only thing that went through my mind earlier this evening when she was interacting with Eve was, so long, it's been good to know you. Like I said, number 3. Chris is just starting numbering them. It's easier.
but Chris,
Calm down there, Patrick Bateman.
Let's just... Hey, me? She's the one that's... Let's just say that I want access to a certain place here in Boston.
really,
Yes.
is it what I'm thinking of? Don't say it's the.
And he
Don't say
subconsciously
it's that.
runs his hand across the white stripe
Yeah.
over his hair.
You always do when you think of the place.
I don't
You
like that.
see my hesitant as my reason for to hesitate then.
Is that in a combination of them knowing our deepest secrets? Because I do believe that she knows. Well, she surely knows mine, and it seems like she knows yours and our desires, right? And I understand
think-
that if you want to keep things secret, but I've seen it in you, Chris, and I've been worried. I asked you before, but you just brushed it off.
How much did I tell you about that evening when I embraced Elizabeth when my mother died?
Nothing.
Remember the tunnel we went through down there in the dark? It was probably different from you, as I understand that things change. When we went down there, we were attacked by souls corrupted by the evil down there.
I remember you. Well, I vaguely remember you saying something of that sort.
Dimitri was... No, I'm not making a mistake there, right? You started telling Dimitri, that was the younger, right? And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dimitri, you remember he disappeared after the ambush on us went sour? We tracked his...
I still don't know who he was precisely. I just saw pictures in the garage, I think.
Oh, you had.
Yeah,
sex
but
with
I don't. Oh shit! Yeah, I probably linked the two then. Okay, fuck. Okay, because it never came up. You just
No,
vaguely.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
We thought he might have been dragged or escaped or dragged down into the sewers. The clues we found. There I fear he fell into the hands of the Dark Duke. Or the Black Duke. I'm not sure which one of them got hold of him first. What they did to him. Turned him into an abomination. He tried to kill me at a later point. When you and Sean went to rescue those sex workers. That is Sean's obsession.
I remember.
Later, he found Nikita and killed her as well, turning her into one of his kind.
And
Well,
precisely
the
what
Black
kind
Duke-
is this?
There are wraiths of some kind, ghosts, but more corrupted in some unspeakable manner by that pit, which I believe is...
I don't know much about
Gateway
them,
to
but they
hell
are
itself.
tethered to objects, are they not?
Yes, but once the Dark Duke fell, his little spirit minions were set free, no longer bound by his will to the darkness down there. And I'm afraid that Nikita latched on to me, blaming me for the death of Dimitri. Chris elegantly skips over the hall, making her
Yep.
well, his
I saw
biatch.
that. I caught
I
you.
understand the need
And
to...
she sought vengeance.
Oh,
So she took Amber. She took Miss Fairchild. And she took my mother.
you don't
And
need
told
to...
me only one would survive.
It makes sense now.
I could, of course, only choose one. So I chose exactly what I had to choose, what my loyalty told me to choose, but it was all a trick. So I had to sit there and watch her blow my mother's head apart with a gun, shoot Miss Fairchild in the chest, and left Amber unhurt. I turned Elizabeth so she wouldn't die, but there's nothing I could do for...
I mean, I understand that you and
He
Elizabeth...
looks broken.
But truly? Is that why? Oh. It makes sense. It does.
I could let her die, but then she would be dead because of my past indiscretions. That felt wrong. She deserved a chance at a life.
You probably did the right thing, Chris.
Well, his little sanitized, edited version for which is... I told you the
PG
truth
version.
from a certain point of view, as a certain Kenobi once said.
Liar, I've had some fire, but that's okay.
Yes. But, well, she's still out there, plotting her vengeance,
Like she didn't
being a
do
thorn
that
in my
then.
side.
What more does she want?
To watch me suffer. To wait till I'm forgotten about her, off guard, and jab the knife in again. So you can see why I would like to have her put at rest.
Definitely, and I do understand maybe a little bit more of your... What is the word I'm looking for?
Predicament?
State of being when it comes to this.
Paranoia is what
he has
she's
to-
thinking,
Paranoia.
but she's not saying it.
I understand that he wants to keep Nikita's worst punishment.
Definitely.
hidden
Oh, yeah.
still.
He's not quite ready to open up about that. There's too much
No,
distrust
that's so
flying
bad.
around at the moment.
Yeah, that's so bad.
I mean,
that's so
you've
bad.
shown me your cards. It is only fair that I indulge your curiosity as well, I guess. Because I'm guessing you are. Do you want... I mean, I don't have to tell you if you don't want to know.
I would appreciate
But I thought
to think
actually...
that you could trust in me and be honest about that. But if you feel it's too painful, please, you're allowed your secrets, Shiv. I never said otherwise.
I don't like keeping secrets from you, and I have to admit, I actually didn't think I had any secrets from you, because I thought you would gather information from elsewhere, and if not elsewhere, then Sean. He is not the one...
Sean knows. Well, he's might not be the most discreet, but he's also not the one that necessarily thinks it prudent to share things all the time either. He's always been strange like that.
It's
Tell him one
sense
thing,
of
have no
loyalty
consequence.
to it, I guess.
Well, the man believes full-heartedly that his word is his bond.
I don't think he ever swore not to say anything. It wasn't on my mind, at least at the time.
No, but he might have taken confidence to be understood to be a private thing.
But you know, the last time we went and saw the pit after the battle, there was Aiden, Trixie. As I'm sure you are keeping Montgomery, I have been keeping them.
and they're still locked away, unable to come back. Does he remember what the old man said when he talked about how much? What? Because
He's working on it.
And it's one of them she offers to help with. The rose, I'd assume.
Let's just say if I want to have anyone back, it's not her.
No. Though I can think of at least one other person who might disagree in your choice there. How much does he know? Yeah, that is the question.
Who are you talking about? Sorry, Marianne is not.
William.
Okay.
He's clearly
Yeah,
William.
okay. That's what I was thinking.
He doesn't. Yeah, because he doesn't know that like the sacrifice is William done. He doesn't understand how fucked he is.
Nope.
But you don't even know that I'm speaking with William. Well,
I know you let us know that you knew that he existed, but we didn't necessarily know the circumstances of why you knew.
Yeah. And she said she knew.
I mean, for all I know, he came to you, or you could have bumped into him or something like that. He never pushed on exactly knowing what. No. Probably because when he saw her at the audience with the Queen of Bones later, he sort of like, yeah, well, that's a fitting punishment for you. He's so utterly pathetic now. He's like, well, he's just
you're a lapdog.
Like, yeah, that's better than death.
Yeah. I guess I have not been willing to share it with you. Because I was afraid of what you would think or do. To be quite honest, you have changed probably as much as I have changed. And I'm thinking the less you know, the better. And
I think that might be a good
that
idea.
in the best possible way.
No, I think you're right. Plausible deniability is a good thing, and especially for Prince in this particular situation, it might be better to know less.
And I
remember you calling me and asking for advice, Chef, and I gave it to you. I have wondered if that was perhaps the wrong advice that I gave. But I will say this. You are the one who knows the situation you're in best. So you're the one who'll have to make the choice. I would like to utter a warning, because sometimes even when you achieve the result you desire, it might at the very last moment turn on you. And you realize it's not what you want.
He looks broken when he says that, actually.
But
there's such a dark cloud around him. It's almost like from the human side of you wants to reach out and touch him and hold him. It's like, it's gonna be okay. There will be a new score.
I'll put my hand on the table, just like I'm moving a little over, but not like, yeah, I'm just moving it on the table. Open, palms open.
Then he actually reaches out and grabs your hand and holds it. But on the other hand, you deserve happiness, Shiv. You deserve love. And if there's any chance that you can find back to that, I would never fault you or judge you for seizing that one little hope.
You surprised me, Chris. I have to admit, this is not the response that I was expecting at all. I actually thought that you were incapable of caring for anyone but yourself. And it truly moves me. And I appreciate that, Chris. I truly do.
I guess up through the 2 years I have given cause for such a thought, but I assure you, Shiv, I do care about you a lot. I always have. I mean, he touches her face, and
I'll just
and Sean,
take
of course.
the hand. Yeah.
Grab it.
Yeah, after all,
And I kiss it.
Intimacy. After all, the only true friends I have ever had, and I must say, as painful as losing my mother, I have never been even remotely as close to her as I've been to you and Sean through these years.
It is strange.
You saw the best side of her when you come visiting, Shiv, and she always loved you. Growing up was not like those Sunday dinners.
I know, Chris. I mightn't have said that or said anything even. But I think I always understood.
I believe that. I must admit, sometimes I told myself that was one of the reasons you always came to visit. To bring some levity to the house.
Well, she did almost seem normal. Whatever normal was or is.
Some people have two faces, and I don't necessarily control which is worn.
Words, indeed.
But back to what we've been told here tonight. Like you said, not going blind. I think that is very important, Shiv. And he pulls closer to her again, puts his hands on her arms. I think we should take some time and evaluate this offer. I know that when someone comes with something and it seems so much for that what one wants, one should be a bit questionable. As far as knowing what, it strikes me that a lot of what they know of our personal secrets are all tied to our particular problems, which both involves deceased spirits that have crossed over.
That is
What do you
their
know of the plan,
speciality,
La
is it
Sombra?
not?
Exactly. So is it less that Callisto is such a great seer, and more that her master, and she might dispute that word, but at least, let's say consort then, to get credence to a bit of what she said, that her consort has
If that
other means
is
of finding
so,
out.
she is putting up a beautiful performance.
The best and greatest lies told are the ones you believe yourself. Oh, I'm quite certain.
On that note, actually, I'm going to stop you. As the camera pans out, as the friends, well, maybe your knot or two has just been unraveled, and there's more beautiful silk threads between them. As a pure level of true intimacy that has been perhaps a little bit lost for a while flows between them. If Callisto is a wooden horse carrying Trojans, at least she's doing some good in her wake. There will be a cutscene.
Oh, no more of my exes haunting me, please.
In a hotel room, holding a cane, he stares out the window. Soon now, Hinhos, he will say yes. On that note, we end.
What does it all mean? Oh my god.
Well, what do you guys think it means? I don't know. I'm just a GM. Storyteller. I don't freaking know.
Oh no, let's gonna make some notes. Gonna need one large
Gilded
gilded cage.
As always, my dear players, thank you so much for your freaking awesome playing. I love it.
Thank you.
And it's very interesting. Yeah, but it's such a dynamic. As I'm here for it. I hope you guys enjoy it. You viewers, I hope you guys enjoy it, because that was some juicy shit. That was the shit. I'm here for it. I want more of that. I'm just gonna do that from now on.
It was just a lot of love.
And then I'll be happy.
A
Popcorn.
lot of love.
Yeah,
In it.
sure. That's what we're gonna call it. We're gonna call it love by obsession, but that's fine.
No, it's Obsession by Shiv.
Right. Thank you so much for your follow, likes, and comments. We do like comments. We do answer. We love all of it, and thank you so much. And thanks actually to Marianne, because she's been doing a lot of the editing, and it looks fucking amazing. I love it. I love all of it. All the good new stuff. And I hope you guys enjoy it, because it's freaking amazing, and she's just the bomb. She's the
bomb. He's the
I love
bomb.
it.
We're the bomb. I'm the bomb. We're all bombs.
So we're the bomb. We're doing the
Bomb
bomb.
squad.
We're bombs. We're bombs. And until next time, stay safe and take care of one another. Bye.